And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for LaMelo Ball.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who become doctors, lawyers, working on Wall Street. I liked it that way because I worked my way up. When you come from a small school, you appreciate it that much more. Kevin?
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury. To play smaller.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with Ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. The shot by Powell, no good. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Rozier, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, that is no easy look. Rozier makes it look easy, but there was a hand in his face, and he never lost focus.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Anthony. Over Rozier. Anthony's shot is off. And it's the Hornets' ball. Here's Washington. Powell pulls it in. Here's Lillard, and it's McCollum in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the D.
That's a 2 from Rozier. Gets an open look and hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Anthony. Against Golden State, he was really on his game.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Rozier against McCollum. And it's Rozier missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Out to the right wing. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Zeller. Makes it off the glass.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the middle, taken away by Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Back to Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by Lillard.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw good from Lillard.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And so he makes both from the line. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. Portland no good that time either. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Hayward passes the ball. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Portland's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Anthony finds Lillard. Shot up 2 there.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Hornets trail by 7. Rozier with the ball. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. The 17-footer. That's good on the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
A 3 from McCollum. The Hornets pull it in.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And he makes that one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Powell for 3. He's off on that one. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrated that he can be an anchor on the defense.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And at the midway point, what stands out, Chris, to you about this phase of the regular season?
Well, Kevin, it's always that the standings are pretty much solidified, the favorites, the cellar dwellers, and this is where a front office will take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Damian Lillard, #1, and of course C.J. McCollum.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Hornets trail by 5. Ball kicks to Zeller. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. 3 on 3. Lillard against Ball. It's deflected.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Lillard. 35 points for him last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And free throw good from Lillard.
A rapper off the court, #0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Ball finds Zeller. Here's Rozier. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Hayward. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
The Trailblazers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Devontae Graham's checked in for Rozier. Both shots good from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ball feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Zeller. Stop the run. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Hayward. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
Anthony right side. The good-looking shot from the wing. Now Graham. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for his team in that Grizzlies game. It's up a 3, and McCollum with the block. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Hayward can't hit.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Hayward. 29 points for him last game against Memphis.
A terrific move by Hayward. I mean, putting the ball on the floor, under control, making a play.
Lillard against Graham. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That is his first foul of the game. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. The Hornets also changing it up. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Torrey Craig comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Monks subbed in for Ball. Now here's Powell. He also stepped up against the Warriors in that win. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Giles. And that one is stuffed right through.
What unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Graham against Lillard. Monk kicks to Graham. Pass to Bridges from past the arc. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Well, I love how quick Bridges makes decisions, including when he should look to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Pass to Lillard. Now here's Powell. Three-pointer. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's McCollum. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Here's Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Monk. Nurkic with the block. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Quick, accurate release. McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Charlotte calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
For the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Smith comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Rambo, he's checked in for Zeller. There's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Bridges. 8 points his last outing. Rambo trying to break free and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
And that one falls for Bridges. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
McCollum, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the rejection by Smith.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Simons, the pass to Collins. McCollum against Bridges. McCollum, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the Hornets miss again.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Defended by Bridges. 11 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. following the miss by Miles Bridges. Simons, the pass to Collins. Over Graham. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Monk for three. Rebound by Smith.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far, but you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges finds Graham. Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Deep. And no good. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Portland out in front. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I would go to my grandmother's house, and I had a bunch of older cousins, a few younger cousins, boys and girls, and we had to make sure everybody ate. We had to make sure everybody was comfortable, everybody felt safe.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at point guard. And the basket is good. Covington's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Monk. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Here's Smith. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Here's Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. J.R. Smith picks one up. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Rozier comes in from Malik Monk. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And it's exciting watching Bridges continue to grow. This guy has a hunger to keep getting better.
Here's Simons. Rozier defending. Simons, the pass to Collins. Portland moving the ball around. Smith for 3. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Hornets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Passes to McDaniels. And the Hornets miss again. The Trailblazers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
Simons, the pass to Smith for Martin. Smith, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Trailblazers leading by 22.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to McDaniels. Excellent D from Cantor. Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shoots from 14. Here's Bridges, and Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Cantor. Smith outside. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Martin kicks to Rozier. Good D by Jones.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup. He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
And again, the Hornets missing.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Again, the miss by Smith. Well, the Hornets shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Stolen away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. They get the rebound. The layup off target. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Martin with it. Now Smith defending. Outside for Martin. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Off target from outside. Covington's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. McDaniels passes to Rozier. Here's the floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And see who really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
The first one falls. And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if we're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you could do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money for your family? So, yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Foul dishes to Lillard. Portland again missing. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Three-pointer. Hayward drills the three-pointer. Hayward's got 7.
Hayward's a weapon. I mean, his impact isn't limited to any one area of the floor, inside or beyond the arc.
Cantor finds Lillard. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Snatched up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
You can't be careless guarding Hayward. He's adept at forcing the D's hand and getting the call.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Hayward.
And every season, I mean, Hayward plays with so much confidence these days.
Hayward hits them both. Portland leading by 17. Here is Lillard. 13 points in the game.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Zeller passes to Rozier. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Zeller passes to Rozier, and he stuffs it. One pass to set him up.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Outside, Jones. Hayward against Lillard.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And once Rozier gets on a roll, watch out. He stays after it and looks to keep it going.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now Kanter. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Jones, the pass to Kanter. Over Rozier. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got his first bucket in this one.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Kanter seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
Hayward outside. And the jam by Hayward.
Put this man in the dunk contest, making a post to Hayward vicious.
Lillard against Ball, and Lillard kicks to Kanter. Lillard outside. Powell for 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Powell against Ball. Pass to Zeller. Back to Ball. From deep, bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 8 points.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Powell with it. He has 5. And Lillard gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Charlotte with it. Hornets trail by 14. To the wing right side. Rozier for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Powell. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And stolen by Zeller. Down low, Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Charlotte also making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Cody Zeller. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Terry Rozier. And so here's Charlotte after the missed three from Damian Lillard. And it's Graham missing. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Golden State Warriors. Powell, that's good.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Ball against Lillard. Right side, Ball. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Back to Giles. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Hayward outside, and it's Washington missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hayward against Powell. Back to Washington. And just miss after miss right now. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Shot from 16. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. McCollum's got 9 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Graham surveying the floor. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Count it. 10 points for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Graham. He's still scoreless so far in this one, but they'll get another chance.
He's dragged them down with his performance today, man. A whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Here's Hayward. Nurkic with the block. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Giles, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Giles has got 4 points in the quarter.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
And so it's Portland rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up for big games.
Yes, he does. He's proved to be a fantastic playoff performer. McCollum has a sense of when he needs to step up.
Yeah, well, very few players can take over like McCollum. I mean, this guy's ISO ability is probably in the top 5 in the NBA, so there's no slowing him down when he gets on the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3. Here's Rozier to the left side wing. There's Ball with the 3, but they recover it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. Ball, the pass to Zeller. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, this is one of the areas of the court where Zeller gets most of his offense, either converting inside, going to the line, or both.
The Hornets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all 3.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here's Lillard. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Hayward looking over the floor. Washington kicks to Rozier. Zeller inside. Powell on him. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, you need a decision maker to be running the pick and roll, and Rozier is the man for that. He reads the defense very well.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard's gotten 3 baskets in 7 attempts from long range. Ball, the pass to Rozier. Fires it up. And it's off the back rim, no good. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. The putback, that one doesn't drop. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Shot from the wing. Kept alive. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 13 points.
Big time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. This is Rozier at his most dangerous, using his agility to completely outwit the defender.
Lillard finds Nurkic. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Back to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Washington. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hayward's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside ball. To the inside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. 10 points for him.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Now a timeout called by Portland. For the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell, and Smith subbed in for Lillard. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo is checked in for Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Martin's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Monk's subbed in for Ball.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 18. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So it'll be Terry Rozier shooting. It goes on C.J. McCollum. For Charlotte, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
What's up?
That's good from Rozier.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
Now here's McCollum. 12 points for him. Smith for 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a chance to check out the stats for Rozier. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Take a break.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Free throw drops for Monk.
And one of the more explosive dunkers in the league. Monk seems to make a highlight reel play on a nightly basis.
Yeah, a flashy player as an amateur and now as a pro. Monk has a 40-plus inch vert. That's right. Very few guys his size finishes the alley-oop the way he does.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats. looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
And he makes the first.
And Collins, if you ask me, he has a bright future in this league. His work ethic, his drive to get better, it's infectious.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Monk. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside, Martin. Pass to Rozier. Intercepted. Simons surveying the D. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to do.
Collins against Rozier. To the middle. Collins against Rozier. Collins, good.
Strong buckets like this help energize guys. I mean, Collins looking like no one can hold him there.
Biombo kicks to Monk. Passes it to Bridges. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Now, here's Monk. The pass to Biombo. Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. Charlotte no good that time either.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. Fifth on the list, the Hornets.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
And he knocks down the first one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Harry Giles is checked in for Enes Kanter. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Hornets. And so Collins nails both of them. And here is Monk. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dishes it to Graham. Looking to end the run. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And the Hornets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Shot clock at 6. Now here's Graham. T right on him. Comes up empty down low.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket.
Tries again. Here's Giles, and he jams it with authority.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Now, here's Monk. No good. Good D by Covington. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Charlotte has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Monk with the ball. He's against Smith. No good there.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Monk for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Monk's got 5 points so far.
And that is some real range from Monk. You know he's feeling something if he's attempting these kinds of shots.
Tries from 16. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here. Now, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Blazers on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Outside Covington. No one near Smith as he lets it go. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And so here's Portland following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Smith. Bridges with the board. Charlotte has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Martin the pass to Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against Indiana, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. And here are the Trailblazers now. And here's Covington from the arc. Hornets with the rebound. McDaniel's got 6 rebounds now in the game. But they'll get another chance. Bridges kicks to Graham. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball. Graham with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Bridges. 3-pointer. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Here's McDaniels. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Jones, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jones has got his 2nd basket of the night. Now Graham. And the layup is good.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Here's Simons. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Pass to Bridges. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Wow, look at the confidence from Bridges. Fearlessly shoots through the foul and gets the and one.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. McCollum's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
One shot.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Ball. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter. The Trailblazers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Down low, McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. He dishes it to Bridges. Takes a three. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display from McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
And so it's Portland with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ball, no good. The Blazers on offense. It's tipped. The second effort, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCollum. He doesn't back down from the defense, embraces getting hit while shooting.
Chris, we've seen in the three-point contest, they've added a pair of deep shots worth extra points. You know, if the league decided for the All-Star game to test out a 4-point line, what would you think of that?
I'm not sure about the 4-point line yet. I think we'll always have time for that, but I don't think it's a need to rush for that. I think that until everyone can shoot like Curry or most guys can shoot like that, let's just not change it because one or two guys can. When we look at offensive efficiency and other statistics, there's still a lot of ways that this game can be improved with the line where it is. I love the NBA welcoming innovation, but this is something that I think we're jumping ahead of the times.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. And to McCollum. Nails both of them.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely starting to happen. It shows you what happens when you put in the work.
Three-pointer, Martin. But they get it back. A nice shot by Zeller.
Okay, he's putting that 7-foot frame to good use. I mean, Zeller pounding the glass.
Zeller's gone 2 of 3 from the field. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Nurkic dishes to Lillard for 3. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
What good positioning by Nurkic. I mean, he has his shot all picked out. Just needed that feed.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. From about 19 feet. And it's Portland with the rebound. Fires from 18. Offensive rebound. And it's denied. Little gets the bucket. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball kicks to Hayward. But they recover it. Stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Here's Little. Excellent D there from Ball. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Little. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Craig. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Willing to share the rock when it makes sense. I mean, Hayward, a very unselfish guy.
And with the move league-wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough either. Put me on that list. Let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, fewer black head coaches this season. You know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that. But the fact of the matter is, they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. Let some of the best candidates in the door, and they should be hired.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Stolen by Ball. Outside, Martin. From outside the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Here's Kanter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Biyombo finds Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Portland moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. He goes up again. Cantor laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Lobbed up there for Collins, and stolen by Hayward. Here's Biyombo. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Martin against McCollum. Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching, the skill set, and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well.
Now here is Martin. Passes it to Craig. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And stolen by Biyombo. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Chris, today's coaches have a different way to get through to their players compared to some coaches of the past.
Well, yeah, I think, you know, this culture is different. Guys don't want to be yelled at when they're giving their all. They want to try to find a solution instead of getting emotional about it. So I think, yeah, the emotional aspect of some point has been alleviated. I think guys want to enjoy going to work every day and having a boss that they can discuss and figure it out with. I don't think the NBA is any different.
And so here's Portland. Buries it from three-point range.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also, doing some solid work from deep.
And here's Martin. The dish to Monk. Martin with it. 6 to shoot. Inside. A nice shot by Simons.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Biyombo, and the dunk by Biyombo.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision, getting it to the open teammate.
Here's Simons. J.R. Smith on the wing. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Monk.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series. They just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes you you know, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, you know, let their guards down at times. You know, then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Now, we know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
Outside, Martin. And the pass to Monk. Puts it up from 15. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 7 points for Malik Monk.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Smith outside to the middle. Here's Giles. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Martin dishes to Monk. Biombo, the pass to Monk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monk's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nice shot by Smith.
They're pretty clever inside, exceptional at finding space to get a shot off near the rim.
Pass to Monk. And when rookies come in, there's a lot to learn, especially managing money. And Chris, the league is trying to help players manage those large salaries.
So players have great resources now that are available to them, and so it's great that the league has lended a hand and said, hey, if you need any help, don't be afraid to reach out. How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Here's Simons. Covington wide open. He fires. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Pass to Monk. The three. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got his 8th rebound here tonight. A nice shot by Simons.
A solid glue guy to have on your team. Covington is so adept at sharing the rock with his guys.
Martin with it. Now Covington defending. Pass to Monk. Outside, Martin shoots the three. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones, the pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Jones. And another three for Portland.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
The shot's good for Monk.
Well, it's all about confidence for Monk. I mean, he looked assured that time.
1:43 left in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And you could see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in. Jones with the bounce pass. Monk with a double team. Here's Little. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Good. Nothing more frustrating than to have to guard a guy like him when he is on.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat played with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size, but he also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
And Biyombo drops them both. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes, only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Graham kicks to McDaniels. The pass to Monk. Lets it go with a 3. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Jones the pass to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith outside. The tray. And another 3 for Portland.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Martin with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.